Good evening. Figured I'd do a sudden impromptu live. Last couple of rounds of a fight taking place in the UK. It's Joshua Buatsi versus Zach Parker. Different Parker this weekend. Thus far, Parker's winning the fight. We are in the we're in the 9th round, scheduled for 10. When Josh Buatsi was back in his corner, trainer Virgil Hunter told him that Parker's tired, that's why he's grabbing. Well, Parker at this point is outboxing him. I don't know if he doesn't appear to be tired. Parker is a switch hitter. He's moving around on the outside. Right now, southpaw, then he'll switch to righty. At this point, it looks like Buatsi is trying to really load up with single shots, because I think he might sense that this is a close fight. The unofficial scorecard has it 76-76. All right, if you're joining us, we're watching boxing in the UK. Joshua Buatsi versus Zach Parker, a couple of light heavyweights. This looks like it's a fun fight, lots of action. Parker is a switch hitter, keeps switching from southpaw to righty and back again. He's the one circling the ring. So we have a nice contrast in styles here. I believe that Buatsi is making a little bit of a tactical error by looking for those single hard shots. There, he doubled up on the jab to the head. Nice move. Hi, good evening. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Yeah, thanks. If you were here this morning, we did a live while I did my little Saturday morning boxing workout. All right, now we got Parker and Buatsi, both orthodox stance in the center of the ring. Parker looks like he's trying to be, he is one of those like more slick style fighters. So even though he's a light heavy, whoops, here goes the cat. Thanks, Herbie. Yeah, even though these guys are fighting at light heavy, oh goodness. Cat's not being very helpful with the stream. Hi. Parker likes to fight with his lead hand low. He's constantly walking into a switch stance. Not necessarily what you would expect from somebody who's a light heavy. All right, Parker's corner's telling him that Buatsi is going to know he needs a knockout. He's going to come. He said, don't give him any free body shots. Hold the center ring. Okay, didn't quite hear what Virgil Hunter said right there. He said, as soon as they separate you, don't walk. I don't know if he said don't walk right to him or don't walk. I don't know what he said. But in my opinion, Virgil Hunter, this is the last round, 10th and final round. Virgil Hunter should be giving him, that's incredibly specific. He should be giving him something more general at this point, like you got to pick up the volume, go for the body, go for the head, whatever it is. But telling him what to do off a clinch is not really the thing you want to leave in your fighter's brain just before he steps out there for the final round. Now, that being said, they just fell into a clinch right there. But what Buatsi needs to do is pick up the volume. Hi, everybody. Are you guys watching this fight? All right, so we have Parker again, moving around on the perimeter. He just switched from righty to lefty. Now he's cutting back in the other direction. And beautiful like little dip under by Parker. Now those moves aren't getting him any points, but when you're able to elude your opponent like that, it's kind of an ego thing, right? You're kind of not really showboating, but you're letting them know, like, I'm better than you. Okay, about the halfway point here in this final round. Buatsi's coming with single jabs. Parker's dancing around the ring. Lead hand low. Oh, nice leaping lead left hook from Parker. Lead left hook to a right hand. Parker's still light on his feet. Now it's Buatsi who kind of initiated the clinch on that one. Double jab from Parker. Buatsi comes with a big overhand right. Parker ties him up a little bit on the inside. Parker now lefty. Maneuvers Buatsi. Parker misses with a very wide hook. Parker now dancing around the ring with his hands low. He weaves under one of Buatsi's right hooks. Buatsi lands a decent right hand and then resorts to a guillotine. Less than 30 seconds to go here in this light heavyweight matchup. This is the main event. Joshua Buatsi versus Zach Parker. Buatsi just wasn't able to solve the puzzle of Zach Parker tonight. As soon as he gets close to the inside, Parker dips way down and Buatsi punches right over him. Parker raises his hands, dances on his feet at the closing bell. The commentators are saying he won by a wide margin, so let's see how the judges call it. They're saying it's the performance of his career. I guess this was like an upset then. So interesting game plan from Team Parker. Not sure what Buatsi's game plan was. We are watching Joshua Buatsi versus Zach Parker. It's a fight taking place in the UK, just finished. 10th and final round just closed. The body language and the commentators indicate that Zach Parker has won. So let's see what the official scores say. Are you guys going to watch MMA a little bit later? Are you going to watch the World Series? That I'm definitely going to watch. Dodgers versus the Blue Jays, Game 7. Series is tied up 3-3. Whoever wins this is the world champion. Do you guys watch baseball? Are you guys looking forward to Eubank Jr. versus Ben? The rematch. Yeah, English is my first language, so I would hope my accent is all right. French is my second language. Are you guys going to tune in for Eubank Jr. versus Ben, the rematch? Okay, listening into the final. Wow. 95-95. Wow. 96, 94 twice, 95, 95. So they gave it to Joshua Buatsi. So it's a minor belt, right? International light heavy. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, I can't believe it. Well, once again, poor Zach Parker. That's crazy. Whoa. All right, thank you so much for you guys' positive feedback about my workouts and whatnot. We're not going to deal with any anti-Asian comments, so that's not cool. You should just check yourself. I'm not going to check you. I'm going to leave your comment up because people need to know there's still people who make anti-Asian comments like that. So thanks very much for subbing. Appreciate that. Hit the bell so you know when we go live and when we post content. Wow. Holy cow, I can't believe that. They just robbed Zach Parker. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much for subbing, guys.
How confident were you that you got the job done tonight, Josh? Firstly, I'd like to thank God. Very, very grateful for what's happened after the Smith defeat. Big up Smith, he came to my change room, wished me well, I came out here. I must admit, it wasn't my best performance, but when the Champions League win, regardless how it comes, take it.
So, Buatsi just admitted he said that wasn't my best performance. So, Buatsi's saying he felt Parker was clinching too much or something. I'd really have to watch the whole fight again and score it more closely. Now he's asking about losing to Callum Smith. To be honest, I don't know why Buatsi went all the way to across the ocean to train with Virgil Hunter. No diss, but I don't feel like Virgil gave him the best advice in the corner just now. And there's plenty of decent trainers in the UK, so I don't understand why Buatsi doesn't just doesn't work with a trainer in the UK. It makes no sense to me for him to come to the US and train with Virgil Hunter. There's financial expense. There's just being displaced far away from your family. Now, I don't know. Maybe he brought Virgil Hunter all the way over to the UK, but either way, I don't understand that matchup. At least Buatsi's being respectful in this post-fight interview. He's not saying anything disparaging about Zach Parker, but apparently there are people in the audience booing. Well, the TV commentators, the DAZN commentators were shocked that they gave it to Buatsi. They figured Parker pretty much had the fight in the bag, but, you never know how judges are going to score something. So. All right, so look, we're gonna this was a real short one. We just caught the last few rounds of Buatsi Parker. Later on today, there's a fight card in Florida uh, Rashidi Ellis versus Javier Fortuna. And what else? There's also the UFC card. I think that's already started. It's a UFC fight night in at the Apex Center in Las Vegas. Okay, I'm gonna try to. Sorry for the pause. I'm just gonna try to see what's going on with the MMA. How's you guys' weekend going? Hi from Allentown, Pennsylvania. All right, cool. I used to live in New York City. Used to go up to northern Pennsylvania from time to time because I had a friend there in Coudersport. Right, I'm coming to you from Southern California. My name is D. Hamaguchi. I'm a pro fighter and competitive judoka, former competitive judoka, former U.S. national judo champion. Just trying to get it. All right, so today's UFC card is Garcia versus Onama. Be interesting to hear the post-fight interview with Zach Parker. All right, so we are looking at, I guess Ryan Garcia made an appearance on Inside Ring, something inside the ring. Okay, let's see. UFC is going on right now. I think this is a 135-pound matchup in the cage. The one thing, at least, about the UFC is they always do their fights in the order that they post them on the website. So with boxing, you never know. The fights get moved around. None of the commentators for DAZN had Buatsi winning, so.
I think he'd be really disappointed. Angry, upset, yeah, aggrieved, all them sort of emotions. But
So they're saying
Buatsi was saying in their
Zach Parker probably feels angry and
Parker didn't want to fight him
hard done by.
on the ground, and he was trying to spoil it a little bit. But I don't think the referee was particularly strong, and he allowed Parker to do that. And if he can get away with it and spoil a fight and make it ugly and win that way, then you continue to do it. But Buatsi wasn't really landing anything.
Oh, my fault. So right now we have a
There wasn't, I mean, it wasn't as if Parker was winning round by a
Alan
Me and someone who what
Nascimento versus Cody Durden.
understand how you get that
Nascimento from Brazil versus Durden from the US.
champions and they say that.
Um,
I always feel
yeah.
like if the score is that bad, judges
They say it's a
should
catch
be held
weight.
responsible to kind of tell us why they scored it like that. Well, I think that there's the issue here that maybe as a collective boxing community need to get together and
All right, I
understand
guess that's your favorite number, huh?
why they're scoring, because they might be right and we're wrong. I mean, this is not the first time recently that we've seen it different to the judges, unanimously different to the judges. So maybe we're looking at the wrong thing. What we think you should be scoring, the criteria of scoring.
All right, so look, let's see what's going on with the UFC.
There's that Parker. Sorry to cut across you there. And there's that Parker. Obviously, look, upset. His team were upset as well. I don't blame him for not stopping.
All right, so Parker's team is just looks like, well, they exited the ring. They're walking back. They do not look very happy, of course.
Do you know what? I think body language tells you an awful lot in boxing. We as
All right, so
ex-fighters,
as far as the UFC is concerned,
you can't fake those kind of celebrations.
1,
You
2,
know he won the
3,
fight. Look,
4,
a lot of people watching the fight may be frustrated by the way that he fought.
or 4 fights away from the main event.
Probably more frustrated.
The main event in the UFC is Steve Garcia versus David Onama.
Your hands go. So though he may be getting a lot of
All right, any of you guys combat sport fans? Sounds like you are Gen Alpha to me.
I think we all can agree that Virgil Hunter trained one of the best fighters that we've
If you're just joining us now, I did do a live this morning for my workout.
style fits with
It was later than during the week just because I slept in and did some other things. Didn't have to go to work, so
I mean, he looked really good in the
I could afford to start my workout later.
but at stages he looked good. But just today, I don't know. I didn't see a lot from Buatsi. I know he was being frustrated by Zach Parker. But he was trying to make the fight. He was trying to come forward. But I just
All right, so here's the bottom line with Buatsi versus Parker. Parker was the switch-hitting boxer moving around the ring on the outside. Buatsi was I think he was trying to land power shots, which meant that his volume was lower. You know, Parker was moving around, pot-shotting him, and then clinching once Buatsi got close. Now, when you're in training camp getting ready for a fight, you've got to practice dealing with people who clinch.
I think Virgil Hunter, him and Virgil Hunter, you've got a thoughtful fighter with a thoughtful trainer, where what he needs is someone to give him some oomph. A bit of fire up the backside. I think so, yeah. Go, where's the second phase? Or rush to that attack in a thoughtful manner. And you've got a guy who overthinks them, and you've got a trainer who overthinks them. I think it's not.
This is an interesting observation. Barry Gordon is saying that both the fighter in Buatsi and Virgil Hunter are overthinkers. So then I think what he's pointing to is paralysis by analysis. He said he feels that Buatsi needs a trainer to light a fire under him because he's just too calm. I'm a pro athlete. I'm a pro fighter. I'm a former U.S. national judo champion. And yes, I do also train people. Along with that, I'm a professional educator. All right. So I'm going to call it for now. Let's see what other fights are going on today. Oh, thanks. Yeah, consider joining the channel and joining as a member. All right, so let's see. There's a couple other boxing cards happening tonight. In Florida, I think. I'm not sure where the other one is. Oh, there's a card going on in Connecticut. Rashidi Ellis versus Javier Fortuna. Put on by CES Promotions. How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Are you guys into combat sports? Because that's what we do mostly here, is discuss combat sports. Okay, so now in Florida, there's a card with Lanier Perrell and Jordan Thompson taking place in Orlando. Okay, so it looks like there's a couple of Cuban fighters on that card. Lanier is Cuban. All right. I'm trying to find out what time this is going to come on. This is also going to be on DAZN. So 5 p.m., meaning in about half an hour, this card is going to start. I guess it's midnight over there in the UK, I'm not sure. 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. I'm more interested on a super welterweight or junior middle matchup between Yoelvis Gomez and Travius Ingram. So Perrell and Thompson, this is a heavyweight matchup. Okay, so I'm looking at this card. If it starts at 5, there's 1, 2. Yoelvis Gomez is the third fight. There's only 5 fights on the card. So I'm guessing maybe at around 6 o'clock, Gomez might come on. 6 o'clock Pacific Time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Not sure what time it is in the UK. All right, guys. So I'm going to call it for now, but I appreciate you guys joining. If you are into combat sports, please consider subscribing. Hit the bell so you know when we go live and you know when we post new content. All right, I look forward to seeing you guys soon.